Hello Chris, this is Bobby Watts with BMW and Porsche of Ocala. I wanted to show you the 2015 that you asked about, X3 35i. It's an intelligent all-wheel drive system by BMW, and it's called an SAV, which is a sport activity vehicle. The difference between an SAV and SUV is the fact that an SAV is all one body, unibody, so you provide you with much better safety and quieter ride and more stable ride versus a SUV, which is actually on a truck frame with a body on top of it, just to give you the differences. This particular car, all BMWs, based on the BMW engineering, is pretty much like you can cut the car exactly in half, and it's 50-50 weighting. So that gives you the best performance and also the best handling, and it helps with the safety also. It handles so much better. And where you live in the terrain, you have the intelligent all-wheel drive system. You'll be amazed with it. If it has any slippage whatsoever in the vehicle, it notices it, and since it's on the road, it will automatically adjust the torque and the power to wheels that have traction to make sure you go in a straight line that you intended. This also has downhill descent, which you can adjust, and if you have an icy road or snow road, the car will actually walk itself down that hill safely by itself. So some unique features about the X3 and the BMW technology. Here's the front of the vehicle. This one has xenon lights up front, and it has LEDs like the little round rings around the headlamps. It has LEDs, which gives you a much better lighting than normal lighting, and it actually adjusts in milliseconds. So as you're driving, based on the speed of your car and based on the angle of the steering wheel, it would adjust the lighting to make sure it's the best visibility on the road. So it's much safer that way. And underneath the headlamps, you have LED fog lamps, and those are much brighter, cuts underneath the fog. And of course the front, this is called an X-line. So it's a nice trim package. You see the little silver piece at the bottom. The front of the car is much different. Beautiful lines on the hood, if you can take a look there. And the car comes standard with 18-inch wheels. This one happens to have 19s. As part of the X-line package, you get a much nicer wheel. Another little silver piece underneath the door, and it's got a beautiful line going down the side of the vehicle, if you notice that. Your mirrors they fold. You can power fold them, and they're auto dimming. So the outside mirrors and the interior mirror will auto dim when someone comes up behind you with bright lights. And there's a little LED strip on the mirror that lights up when you're turning, so someone can see that you're turning. And it's got four-wheel disc, ventilated disc brakes, and it has a geomet finish on the drums to prevent rusting, so they'll stay looking nice. And a couple other things, like when you press the brakes, let's say for an example you abruptly take your foot off the gas, the car knows that, or senses that you're going to immediately stop, so it gives you like a pre-tension on the brakes, so they're prepared for you to press the brakes for immediate stop. So that's another safety feature BMW has. I love the lines on the side. This has the silver trim around the windows and the satin finish trim where the roof rails are. That's beautiful. Back has like a little spoiler at the back at the top of the window, and of course the back is real elegant looking. I think maybe even I would use the word aggressive looking. And the back bottom underneath your tailgate, it actually has a little silver piece of trim that's also part of the X-Line package. It has rear sensors and front sensors. As you back up, it would sense something from the side or the back and would beep. And once you get close to an object, once it beeps a solid tone, that means you're within 1 foot of that item, you can stop. Of course, this car is equipped with the cameras also, but with the audible beepers. You can actually take your foot, and as long as you have the key in your purse, you just kick up underneath the car, and the hatch automatically opens up. Maybe your hands are full. It's very convenient. And you got plenty of cargo space here. Those rear seats fold forward, so you got 40 and 20 and 40, and you fold them forward. You can fold them individually, and that would give you extra room, or you can just still have a passenger in the back and still have extra cargo room. In the back, and they fold completely down, so you'll have all that room from here, the bottom of the back of the car, all the way up to the back seats. And we're going to throw in, as part of we do all our cars, a trunk mat from BMW and additional all-weather floor mats, which are probably nicer for where you're at. to put in your front and rear so you don't mess up your carpet. Little storage back here. Those little tethers right here, they actually go in these tracks, and you can put a net. The BMW comes with a net, and you can actually drape it over the top here, and that would give you like secure the items you have. Say you have paperwork, or say you bought some items you didn't want to slide around, that would secure it. You got extra pockets back here. These are little hooks for groceries and so forth, and a little pocket right here, a little extra room there, and a little power outlet, and has a rear defroster, of course. This comes with BMW Roadside Assistance for 4 years. It's free. The car comes with run flat tires, so you can drive up to 50 miles with your run flat tire, pull over at a safe place, maybe a gas station, hotel, whatever. Call the BMW Roadside Assistance number. They'll come and pick you up, take your car where it needs to be, and fix your tire. If you press this, it just closes the trunk. If you press this, it will close it and lock the trunk. There again, you can kick your foot up underneath it and activate it. The back tail lamps are adaptive LED tail lamps, and what that means is that it's going to stop, and it'll be someone behind you would see a red light, obviously from your brakes. But if you press your brakes really hard, the car knows you're trying to stop as an emergency stop, and then there'd be much brighter red, so someone would definitely notice that you're stopping for safety. Take a look here. Just absolutely gorgeous lines on the car. And this has several packages on it. This is really nicely equipped. You're going to have the driver's assistance package, which gives you the backup cameras, the X-Line package, which gives you the nicer look and the cosmetics and the better wheels. And then you have a cold weather package on it, which I think is important for where you're at. You get heated seats, heated front seats, heated rear seats, and your side mirrors are heated also for like defroster. And then you have your premium package. And then you have the technology package on this vehicle. Now I can just stick my hands in here. It's keyless comfort access, and it automatically unlocks. And if I want to lock the vehicle, all I have to do is put my finger on there. It just heats it. It feels the heat of my finger, and it'll automatically lock it. When you get inside here, you got the nice burl wood trim. One touch buttons here. You can just touch these power buttons as far as your windows and all. You just push them one time, and it automatically goes down. So that makes it very nice. You got 8-way power seats. And then you got a sports steering wheel. It's all leather. Automatic headlamps. And all these are one-touch buttons, so you can just touch these. You can even voice activate your climate control, or say, for example, you want to voice activate an address for your navigational. You can actually voice it all here. Of course, it has Bluetooth, so you can do streaming of your music through your car. You can do all those things easily. Let me get inside here and show you the rest of the car. The seats are so comfortable. I will say, in my opinion, of all the BMWs, the X3 has the most comfortable seats, and it's noticeable as soon as you sat in it. This comes equipped with the technology package, so you have the heads-up display as part of that package. Now this video camera is going to distort it and show a smaller image than it actually is and make it flicker, but you can see the 0 speed there. Well, that's part of the heads-up display. This will actually show your speed, and your navigation will show up on your heads-up display in color also. And you can actually make that brighter or adjust your heads-up display. It's kind of like a hologram out in front of your hood. You can adjust that to your liking. There's all your gauges here, and this has a couple other features that I'd like to share with you. It has auto hold, which what that means, if I press this button, I can press the auto hold button, and as I'm traveling at a red light, I stop, I press my foot on the brakes. I can take my foot off the brake, and the car will stay there in that stationary position until I press the gas again. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but once you get used to it, it's very convenient, and it actually rests you quite well. Especially at a long light, you don't have to sit there and hold your foot on the brake. The steering wheel is telescoping, so it comes closer to you, and also tilt. It does both. And then, of course, this is the Idrive, BMW's Idrive. They're famous for. It's very easy to use. It's kind of like a joystick, and as you get used to it, you really don't have to look down to use it. You'll know where you're at. But you can hit the navigation right here. This is in true color if you want to use the navigation. And this I've got it on split screen right now, but you can actually use it as a whole screen. You can adjust that in many different ways. But you can also read your owner's manual on the car through this Idrive. You can actually load your CDs if you have CDs in here. It would store them. You can put the CDs back in your home and listen to your favorite music by CD if you wish through the Idrive. So it's got a hard drive equipped to it. And then you got immediate quick buttons if you want to just hit the media. And of course you can hook your phone up, Bluetooth, those kind of things. And it's got satellite radio. There's your maps again, and of course your telephone. Real easy. This is an 8-speed automatic transmission. The car gets 26 miles a gallon on average on the highway. It's very great gas mileage for an SUV. But you can actually push this over and shift the gears. It's an 8-speed. And it adapts to the way you drive. So as you drive your car, this will actually be like a personalized automatic transmission to you and how you drive. And of course you can just do the normal automatic if you wish, but it shifts in milliseconds, so it's really smooth, but at the same time you have better performance out of it, and it's much quieter with having the extra gears in it, so it's very comfortable. Then you have, if you feel like you're in a certain mood that you want to drive faster, sportier, have a lot more fun, if you're in that mood, you can hit the sport mode, and it automatically adjusts the steering wheel settings, the torque, and how it changes gears, the different shift points. Then you got Eco Pro mode, which goes to, it saves you as much as 20% better gas mileage than the 26 miles a gallon it says on the window sticker as far as EPA if you use Eco Pro mode. You will notice it being more sluggish, I guess is the best way to say it, but you're saving 20% better gas mileage. Say you're traveling on the interstate, it might be something you want to do. It automatically defaults in comfort mode, so that's probably the best setting. You have extra storage here, cup holders, you can cover this up. These are actually memory buttons, so you can press this to actually say you had your home address in the navigation, you press number 1, it automatically reroutes you, navigation comes on, and say you're at a ball game or something like that, you want to get out and don't know where you're going, you can just press that to the home button and take you home. You can maybe make number 3, call someone, your work or a friend. You can program these to 8 memory buttons to pretty much anything you want to program it to. Of course, you have AC that's automatic, and you got his and her climate control, so if I like my temperature at 70 and the other person wants to be at 65, they can do so, and it pretty much maintains that. You got home link right here, so you can adjust 3 garage doors or 2 garage doors in the gate. And of course the SOS button is good for 10 years for free. If you need to make an emergency phone call on it, you can because it's a satellite phone, but if you had an accident, the car immediately preconditions itself. If it thinks you're going to have an accident, it automatically unlocks your car, cuts off the fuel to the car, cuts off the battery to the car, the alternator to the car, automatically turns your flashers on, and rolls up your windows. It's prepared for the accident that you may have. It can sense that, obviously, based on your braking and your gas. Beautiful interior. I mean, I can't say enough about this car. It does have 505 miles on it. I'm going to point that out. But I think you would be tickled to death with this car and find it very comfortable and for everyday use. Fun to drive if you want to do sport mode. And of course, it's a BMW. That's not bad. And then of course you have the 4-year 50,000 mile warranty on it, and you also have 4-year 50,000 miles of free maintenance with BMW. And of course every BMW store service department is the same, just like ours. So when you go in, you can actually get a BMW loaner car at no charge to you. Anyway, it's a beautiful car. I hope this helps. There's a lot more about the car as far as like features, but I just want to make sure that you knew what it has, just a brief video. I hope you have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Thank you.